So I will be quick, but there is one thing I would like to do and that is to ask your help in two ways, and I will get to that in just a second. First, I also want to acknowledge and thank Tony, George, and Barbara for an absolutely outstanding conference. It's really been terrific. I've had the pleasure of working with them now. This is my fourth conference, I believe, in a year and a half. It's amazing that I've been to Arizona State, Denver, Portland State, and now finally got you to a CSU. So thank you for coming. And what really grabs me and strikes me, I apologize for coming today and not being able to make it yesterday, but the second I walked in this room, my eyes gravitated toward this board over here, and I was struck immediately and said this to Tony and George. When we came to the Arizona State Conference a year ago in January, we participated and we put our dot way to the left, and I think that's where most of them were at the time of that conference. So to see so many people in the middle and the right-hand side there is so impressive. And I think that really is a great testament to the network and the work that you have been doing. Having come to 4 of these, Tony and George have rewarded me by putting me on their executive committee. That alone should make you question their judgment and ability to lead such an organization, but nonetheless, I am proudly serving. And so that leads me to my ask of all of you. You've been pitched for a day and a half by investment companies and by university leaders and so forth on divestment, investment, and various different tools and strategies. And I'm going to pitch you on the network itself, because this is I think one of the lowest cost, highest return investments you can make by being a part of this network. And I really also believe that the operative word here is network. If you're from an institution that is anywhere in this timeline, I think you can really benefit by being a member of the network. And frankly, those of us in the network already can benefit from you coming along, because there are no shortage of ideas and information out there. I think someone said earlier, I wrote it down here somewhere in all of my notes, because it's a sentiment I share and I appreciate it, hearing it, that not one meeting will fix what you're trying to do. It takes more than one meeting. It takes a while to do this, and there's more than one way to do it, depending on your institution and the leaders that are making these decisions. So this network really is invaluable. So that leads me to my second pitch request to all of you, and that is we have an executive committee meeting tomorrow to talk about the future of the network, the plans for next year. Please give us your feedback and your thoughts on what's been useful, what would work, what you would like to see next. I think Barbara described yesterday and today's meeting as a 2.0 version compared to the conferences that were held last year, and I'm so pleased to hear that. So what's 2.1 or 3.0 or someone who's better versed in technology terminology than me? What's the next version for us, and where should we go? We'd like to hear from you. So that's my pitch. I'm rather proud that I think we had 12 Cal State campuses represented, some 40-plus individuals, most of whom have caught their flights back to Southern California, it looks like. I think many of them were, ironically, from Southern California who participated. But I'm very proud of that fact, and we wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Les Wong and Robert Nava and the leadership that they've shown on this issue. In fact, I think it was an email from Robert back before the January conference at ASU saying, Garrett, FYI, this might be of some interest to you. And here I am 18 months later and doing this great work. So thank you very much to all of you for being here. Please consider, if you're not already, a part of the network, and give us your feedback. And with that, I'm looking for who to toss this to next, or do I just simply let them all go? I get to be the one to give you the best news. You're all free to go. So thank you very much for being here.